Yeah, great. I think we can start the meeting. So, first of all, let me just give you a brief introduction to this session and what to expect. So, as you know, all of you have already participated in the necessary steps you need to participate in order to be admitted to the committee. So, you guys have already participated into community contests, solving more than two questions in each contest. Currently, there are around 20 people, but we expect around 40 people which have been invited to this session. So all of these people have, you know, done the steps that are necessary to join the community education. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all of you. Uh, in this session, I'll try to explain some informations related to community education that you need to know in order to have a successful time while you're at the community education. And also, if you guys have any question uh, that you'd like to raise, this will also be an opportunity for you uh, to ask those questions. And lastly, we'll invite one person who have already been part of this community education and currently an ATSV student that will share his experience of the journey he had taken while being at community education and his current experience at A2SV in-person education. So, without further ado, let's start the session. So, just give me a second. Cool. So, can you guys see my screen? Yeah. In that case, let's start. So this is A2SV Community New Education Season Kickoff. So we have had only one community education previously, which was in last year, 2023. And this will be our second community education. I'll dive in deep into the history. So the main aim for A2SV, whether it is community education, in-person education, or other department, is empowering young software engineers for tech-driven change in Africa. So we'll try to empower students by providing the necessary education needed to be, you know, a great software engineer in the current tech world. So, like everything is not going to be given by this. We will try to empower you, but your effort and your dedication is really needed to have uh, a fruitful journey during your A2SV education. So we'll try to provide the necessary resources to the best of our abilities. Because of resource limitation, we might not do everything, but to the best of our abilities, we'll try to provide you resources, sessions that will enhance your skills, and let me present that. That will help you during your journey of becoming a software engineer in this current tech environment. So I just want to stress out that your effort and your dedication is really necessary. Just by attending these sessions, just by itself, you're not gonna get significant results. But if you guys dedicate your time and your effort in this area, I believe the sessions that we provide, the resource that we provide, are going to be really helpful so that you guys can excel in the software engineering sector. So yeah, empowering young software engineers for tech-driven change in Africa is the main motto. So let me give you a little bit background about A2SV committee. Most of you might be familiar with this. So A2SV committee education has been running for over 2 years, and it has also served as the point of entry for A2SV Academy. So at A2SV, like I mentioned previously, we offer a 360-degree software engineering program focused on comprehensive technical training, leadership and collaboration, and holistic personal development. So uh, the training is not going to be solely focused on technical part. We'll try to also provide some in A2SV Academy. We'll definitely provide uh, sessions and other necessary things that will help you to develop your soft skills. Actually, uh, we might not even call them soft skills at this time because they are really necessary in the current situation for you guys to excel. So we'll have a comprehensive technical training, and in addition to that, we'll have some training on leadership and collaboration, and in general, holistic personal development, focusing on your communication skills, the way you present yourself, and the way you sell yourself for uh, the things you want. So, how to make yourself marketable. These things we're gonna be covering on this. So that's background about TSP community. Yeah, one thing I forgot is to explain is yes, it is the entry point for ATSP Academy. So you guys are currently in ATSP Community Education. You are not in the main ATSP education that we call them as in-person and remote education that are part of ATSP Academy. But this community education will definitely serve for everyone as an entry point for this main ATSP Academy. So, previously, the conversion cycles were only three conversion cycles. So, like I said, ATSU committee is an entry point for ATSU Academy. So, these entry points were opened three times here. The first one was on November, which is the biggest conversion season of ATSP. And the second one is on February, and the last one on July. So, in 2023, we have accepted for February around 29 people and 10 people in July. So as we go further down through the academic calendar, you can see that the number of people that we accept consistently decrease because of the limited seats that are available at our current institutions. So with those reasons, November's November, since it's going to be the start of the new education calendar, is going to be the biggest conversion, and February, uh, the second biggest, but still much more less than the November conversion in terms of the number of people, the number of people accepted. And July also follows the same trend, being less people being admitted. So this was the previous conversion cycles, but we need some change. That's where the community education and also the community division was introduced last year. So uh, the main objective of restructuring, as we have maybe described this in our previous session, is different groups of people. There are currently different groups of people in the community with varying skill sets and number of problems solved. If you think about, let's say, lead code and code first. So this creates a variation within the population of the current A2SV community, making it hard for us, the community heads, to provide a generic resources and a generic sessions to help all of the community members. So that's why we opted to this new structure, which was implemented last year. So due to this reason, we have introduced this restructuring within division. So by those will have a tailored experience according to your skill sets and this is going to be a similar experience to our intensive remote education program. So the community education is going to resemble like the remote education, but it's not going to be quite similar because of the number of people that are in community. We have lots of community members, and uh, we cannot provide as intensive as the remote education. We cannot provide education as intensive as the remote education, but we'll try to provide something that resembles the remote education, and it will be tailored to your experience according to your skill set. So, uh, your skill sets. So, like, how do we determine the divisions, the skill sets? So, there are two factors. The first one is your performance in the community contest. So, the number of questions that you have solved during your participation in the community contest will be one factor. And the other factor is the number of questions you guys have solved in coding platforms like LeetCode and Codeforce. So considering these two factors, we categorize some sets of educational community members as, let's say, Div 1 and the others as Div 3. So these two factors are the main factors that have been used, to classify people. Yeah, fitting lecture delivery to each division. So although the topics that each divisions are going to learn might be similar, in some cases it might not be similar, but on most cases it's going to be similar. The level and the intensity of those lectures will definitely vary to fit the need of the people that are currently at those divisions. Uh, let's say for division 3, let's say we covered some one topic. We might not dive in deep into that topic because uh, people at division 3 might not have the necessary background prerequisites knowledge they need to excel at that topic. So we'll start from the beginning, from the base, and build our way up from that. So for those reasons, it's not going to be similar. The lectures are not going to be similar on their depths, but uh, in most occasions, the topic coverage is going to be similar. So fitting lecture delivery to each division is going to be one perk of this division. So let me just tell you about the community education program. So we'll have weekly lectures. On Wednesday, we'll have lecture sessions, and on Friday, we'll have how to approach sessions. So in lecture session, we'll try to introduce new topics. Might not be new for some of you, but we'll try to introduce topics that haven't been covered before, and we'll try to discuss about those topics. That's going to be on Wednesday. And on Friday, on the how to approach session, we'll try to solve questions that are related to the topics that were given in the previous Wednesday. So this is how it's going to be. Like was you guys have already been admitted for this education program. So this is how it's going to be starting from next week. So for this week, we're not going to have a lecture on Wednesday. but we'll have one lecture on Friday. But starting from next week, we'll have uh, in a weekly basis lecture on Wednesday and how to approach session on Friday. That's the first thing. The second one is daily question. This daily question actually has already been implemented for the whole community members. Like it's not just for the people that are in community education program, but uh, we'll continue this while you are within the community education as well. So we'll provide some daily questions that are related to, let's say, the topics that we have discussed previously, or some new topics to broaden your horizons. So we'll provide daily questions. I will provide learning resources, and also finally, contest is going to be a weekly contest. It's going to be similar to the contest that has been given for the community members on Saturday, but uh, while you are at the community education program, we'll have a dedicated contest that will mostly focus on the topics that have been taught in the past week. Most of the question, I believe, will be similar to those, but we might add some questions that are that spans over new topics as well. But mostly, it's going to be focused on the topics that was discussed in the previous week. So it will be a dedicated contest. There will be a dedicated contest for each division. So for Div 1, it's going to be different contest. For Div 2, it's going to be different contestants, and goes for Div 3 as well. So this is the general structure of the community education program. Once in a while, we might prepare some sessions for you guys to learn from people that have, let's say, achieved some success in this tech area, so technique, technology area, so that you guys can learn uh, things from them. So these sessions are not going to be regular sessions, but when they are prepared, we'll announce you through the community, the Telegram groups, and also via your email, so you guys can attend this session and get the best out of it. Yeah, so the monthly division battle. So we have, like I said, three divisions: Division March, April, May. April, May. You'll have a chance on May to join against Remain Education, and so on. So it's gonna be on a bi-monthly basis. We'll open these conversion cycles for the committee member that are currently at Division 1. So by using this conversion cycle, you can you can work your way up to A2SV main academy. Yeah. One other thing I would like to mention is our attendance policy. So our attendance policy necessitates a minimum requirement of 85% attendance. So please take the sessions seriously, because if you guys miss those sessions and you are marked, let's say, absent, it's going to affect your total attendance percentage, and we demand an 85% total attendance throughout the community education program. So we're not expecting everyone to be present for 85% of the time, but if there is, let's say, a situation in which you cannot attend the session, what you guys have to do is to give a heads up in the Telegram group uh, that you have been added recently, maybe before 2 hours, in that Telegram group, that you're not gonna join the session and the reason why you're not going to join that session. So if you guys gives us a heads up that you're not gonna join the session and the reason why you're not gonna join, it's cool. Like we'll understand the situation, and we're not gonna hold this policy against you because you really couldn't make it to the session. But if someone just, let's say, disappears from the session and haven't joined any of our sessions, let's say for the past 3 weeks or more, we're gonna notice that, and uh, there are many people that are waiting to be a part of this education program, but didn't get the chance to. So we don't want to waste this chance on people that don't utilize it and make the best out of it. So uh, we're gonna first of all, we're gonna give you warning, but if this behavior persists, we have to part our ways and we have to remove it from the community education program. So please bear in mind that because we have seen this kind of cases in the previous year as well. Like some people join, let's say the first 2 weeks and disappear after that, and then try to come back after a month or something like that. This is not an acceptable thing. So yeah, please, I just want to stress on this point. If you guys can't join the sessions, let's say on Wednesday, on Friday, please tell us earlier on that you're not going to join the session and with the reason. So that's the heads up policy at A2SV. So please be aware of this attendance policy and try to respect it and work in accordance to it. So that's the general attendance policy. I don't want to like scare you. I just want to give you the information. And there were some issues that we have faced in previous year, and we don't want that to happen again. That's why I stressed on this section. Good. So uh, let's meet our committee heads. Before that, let me just give you about what the committee heads and the committee coordinators are going to be. So the committee heads are the heads that generally oversees the community education. So not the community education program, but the community education department. So within the community education, there are many things that will be done at A2SV. Some might be related to A2SV community education program, and some of them are not related to the education program. But these heads will oversee both of the education and non-education aspect of the community. And we have a community coordinator, which will be which are going to be your main contact while you are at A2SV Community Education. So they are the one that are going to provide lecture to you if you have any questions related to the things that you have learned. They're the ones that you have to reach out first. So these community coordinators, they'll start their job starting from tomorrow, and you guys will meet them starting from tomorrow in your own division and in your own group. They'll introduce themselves there. So feel free to contact them through, I believe, mostly Telegram and email. Feel free to contact them if you have any question, doubts. You can contact. These heads, on the other hand, like I said previously, are not going to be your direct contact, but if you have like some issues you cannot resolve your committee coordinator, you can raise things to them and they can definitely handle it. So yeah, I believe this would be the time to meet our committee heads. First of all, let's start with Nati. Turn on your video and introduce yourself.
Um, Hello, guys. So my name is Nathaniel. I'm head of community education here at A2SV Community Education. And
Continue. I think Natia is facing some internet connection. So in the meanwhile, Paul,
Okay, so I hope I'm visible. Hello, guys. My name is Boris Tesse, and I'm currently head of community education here at A2SV. So I did not actually prepare a speech, but I think it will be a beautiful season. You can ask me any questions that you have about, I don't know, educational stuff. Yeah, so bye.
all right, thank you, Paul. Ready?
Okay. Hey everyone. My name is Radit Freu, and I'm currently head of community education at A2SV. And I also have not prepared any speech, but I'm excited for this A2SV community education season to start. And I hope that we will have a good time together. So we are here to help you to improve your skills through the community education. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Reddit. I think Nati is also back. So, Nati.
Okay, so hey guys, my name is Nathnael Daraji, and I'm the head of community education intern here at ASV. And yeah, I think I have a good feeling about this season. I hope you're going to have a great time together. And feel free to reach out to us, to the community education, if you have any doubts. And keep working. Yeah, that's my speech.
Great. So next up is Betty. So Betty, after you introduce yourself, we can go to the experience sharing session as well. So I'll leave the stage to Betty. Thank you.
Hello guys, can you hear me? Okay, so this is Betty. I am head of community education intern at A2SV, and I hope this season is gonna be a fruitful and exciting season for you, for the new community members. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me and to other community education heads as well. So the next session is going to be an experience sharing session with one of our former community members who has already transitioned to the in-person education. So Tamiru, can you hear me? Okay, I think he has confirmed. So we can start with the questions I have for you. So let's start with your background and transition. So can you start by telling us a bit about your background before joining the A2SV Community Education Program? Okay. Bamni, can you unmute him?
Like he's not muted. He can maybe unmute himself and
Why? I'm not good.
I think he's having connection issues.
yeah. Let's wait him for 1 minute and I believe we can continue. So in the meantime, let me just uh, fill you up with some information. So, uh, like I said previously, class is going to start from this Friday, and in this Friday, it's not going to be a how to operate session, uh, and this is going to be just only for this week. We're going to be having a lecture on one topic. So this topic is going to differ for Div 2 and Div 1 people. So that's why I don't want to mention uh, have this topic, but we'll have a lecture session. We'll have a lecture session this Friday, and starting from the next week, we can have our sessions on Wednesday and also on Friday. So on Wednesday, we'll have the lecture sessions, and on Friday, we'll have how to approach session where we'll be working on questions and problems that are related to the topics that are raised on Wednesday. So
Okay.
yeah, please
Can
be
you hear me?
prepared on. Yes, Tamr, we can hear you. So let me just finish the and we can move to you. So please be prepared for those sessions. Like I said, our attendance policy is going to be strict. So if you guys are not going to join the sessions, give us an earlier heads up on the Telegram group. Yeah, that would be all. Thank you, Tamu. The stage is yours.
Hello, Samaru. So, did you hear my?
Can you repeat it?
So, let's start with your background. So, can you start by telling us a bit about your background before joining the A2SV Community Education?
So, first of all, my name is Tamir Alumni. I'm a third year software engineering student at AIT. I'm Skilos. So, before joining A2SV, like I had some kind of experience with some of the data structures that have been given in A2SV, but like those exposure will come from the data structure and algorithm course from our software engineering class. But compared to this A2SV like class, like they are not as deep as I want them to be, and I just know the brief of those data structures. And in terms of the coding platforms, I have some exposures on lead codes, but for the code first, like before I was planning to participate on committee contest. There is a phase for us to apply for the committee before filling the wait list and starting the committee education, right? We have to participate in 2 contests. So that was my first exposure for the code force platform. And I would say after I have joined the A2SV, I have gained more exposure on that and managed to make myself familiar with it.
That's really great, Tamru. Okay, so can you briefly tell us about your journey from joining the A2SV Community Education up until transitioning to the in-person education?
Okay, so at first I have joined the Division 2 Community Education, and there are some metrics in community education. If you are dedicated enough, if you perform well on contest and your attendance is good, there's a chance for you to be promoted on the higher divisions. So after I have learned like around 1 month or some time, I have gained the chance to be promoted to division on community education. And then I have learned a lot of data structure after that, since we have more time then to participate, like to be part of in-person education. Like most of my time were in division 1. So we learned and I took the lectures and the contest is really serious. And after that, I managed to get a direct position for the in-person education.
Oh, you had a really amazing journey, I would say. That explains why you're currently excelling in the in-person education. Okay, so what was the most valuable skill or lesson you gained from the community education program, and how has it impacted your success in the in-person program?
I would say as the main thing is problem solving, and aside that, the lecturer will give us some time to explain our solution, and will give us some question and will give us some time. Then after that, if he come up with some solution, he will let us explain those approach. So when I do that, before those time, I was unable to express my thought process and explain my solution well. And by doing that, like using that opportunity, I have gained the confidence and the confidence to tell my solution and to communicate with people well. So I would say that was the most important thing, and also like made it made me familiar with those data structure and algorithms, and as well as those platforms. So I think that played a great role for me to excel in person education as well.
That's really great. So let's skip to the section where you share about your experiences and achievements. So can you share about a standout moment or achievement from your time in the in-person A2SV education that you're particularly proud of?
Okay, so the first achievement I would say is promoting to Division One. So I was in Division Two, and promoting in Division One was one of the achievement. And the other one was like in the first Division Two, I was like being dedicated and doing well. So I gained a direct seat for the in-person education, and as well as that, ATSB will prepare a competition that is called A2SV Champions League. That will be that's for, I think it is for all groups that have been part of A2SV, and as well as for in our time we have got the chance to participate. Uh, I have got to participate in division a specific Division One contest, and I do well on that contest, and after that I managed to be part of the ACL.
That's actually something to be really proud of. Well done. So, what's one piece of advice you would give to students in the community education program to help them transition successfully to the in-person education, just like you did?
Okay, so I think the most important thing is to be like dedicated and consistent. Like if you are dedicated throughout your time, you'll have a good attendance obviously, and you'll also solve more problems. And by doing that, you'll have the exposure for many algorithms, and that will create some pattern in your head to solve some new problems when you encounter any problem. So that will help you solve new problems. Uh, and also take the community education seriously. I would say like most people would consider like they are in community education just to join the in-person education. So they will let they will give less priority for this session. So I would say give it a time, and if you give it the time and the things that I mentioned earlier, you will succeed. And at the end of the day, even after you join the in-person education, you will take those topics that you have covered here, and when you encounter them for the second time, it will be much easier for you, and compared to the other people that are not part of this community education. So yeah, in that time you'll have more time for solving more advanced problems, and like more number of problems compared to the others. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for the advice, Tamru. Experience sharing with you was really nice, and I hope our new community members have got some great insights from you. I want to say thank you on behalf of A2SV community. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you, Betty. Have a nice day.
So back to you, Bamnet.
All right, thank you, Eddie. It was a great session, Tamro. Would like to thank you as well. He was actually one of the people that joined the ACL and the ACL. So to give you just a background about ACL, there was first of all a contest called Code Wars. So this contest was with every member of A2SV committee. So that were with the people that are currently that were currently at A2SV education, and with people that were also alumni from A2SV education, and our community education members also got the chance to join this Code War contest. And Tamru was one of the people that excelled at this contest and beat some of uh, the current A2S at that time, the current A2SV students. So this actually tells us something. It's mostly all about you. Like if you guys, we are here only to assist you. So what is required from you is just dedication. I know I say just dedication as an easy thing, but yeah, if you guys really dedicate your time and effort and make the best out of the resources that we give you, the sessions that we give you, uh, there's nothing that will stop you. Like you guys can even crack technical interviews by yourself without also joining the agency program. So yeah, keep in mind that it's all about you. You are the one who decides uh, your journey and your road. So yeah, that would be all. There's nothing left. Can start the education starting from Friday. Uh, on last week, uh, so we have a tradition at TSP. We'll conclude most of sessions with quote. So uh, here the quote says the boat should boil slowly. There is no good in a rushy cooked food. So everything might not be visible to you, say, uh, a week or a month, but you guys are building up to something great. So even if you don't see the immediate results, the results immediately, just know that you're gonna see those results in later time. And things that are built slowly are the one that will last forever and the one that be really beneficial for everyone. So yeah, that would be all, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this session. Yeah, starting from now on, if you guys have any questions, you can post them in the Telegram group that we have created. And for the people that haven't joined the Telegram group, due to their privacy setting, we have sent you an invitation for those groups. So please check out your Telegram DMs and start joining those groups. Uh, yeah, so I see one question. When are we going to know our division? Like I said, we have already created the division Telegram groups. So let's say if you have been added to a Telegram group that says Division 3 Group 1, then you are Division 3. If you have been added to a Telegram group that says Division 2 Group 1, then you are a Division 2 member. So I believe that will answer Ebenezer's question. Uh, like I said previously, if you have uh, any other questions, you can post them in the Telegram group. I'll just answer this one from Oman, I guess, for how long this community education will run. It will run till the next new conversion starts, like for G6, the November. So most probably it will run till August. Yeah, so that would be all, guys. Thank you very much for joining this session and spending this amount of time with us. We hope to see you in our other sessions consistently, and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Goodbye.